Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today we are going to be looking at the Invictus Games because of course the 10th anniversary service is being held in London very soon. Harry is going along for that, but his wife is not, and nor are any of the other members of the royal family, interestingly. However, we have just found out today that Meghan doesn't feel it's safe enough to go to London with her children, but she does feel that Nigeria is a safe destination for her to visit straight after the event in London. Harry is flying to Nigeria where he will meet Meghan, who is also flying to Nigeria for an event to promote the Invictus Games. They've been invited by some military high up in Nigeria, and off they go. Lolo is going to Lagos, and if you don't know who Lolo is, when Meghan discovered that she was a 43% Nigerian, which doesn't make any mathematical sense whatsoever, and the claim has been debunked many times. Ibble Dibble does it particularly well. If you want to go over and watch her explain how it is that Meghan cannot be 43% Nigerian, amongst other reasons, because there is no such thing as a Nigerian race. There is a place of origin, but not a race. Anyway, Lolo was christened Lolo by the Nigerian team at the Invictus Games in Germany. Lolo means princess. And so Lolo, Meghan is often called Lolo on social media. Lolo is going to Lagos, but not to London. London is not safe enough for her. Interesting. We want to know why they're going. We have, for that reason, the Lunar Soul Tarot on the tarot table. We're going to ask why. Is it about lovely envelopes stuffed full of dollars for the Invictus Games? They are in a bit of a pinch, apparently. And it's a cash-rich society, if you're in certain circles anyway. In other circles, not so much. So perhaps a bit of a cash injection for the Invictus Games. Of course, they need to buy new outfits for Meghan. She burns through money when she appears at these Invictus Games events. A little bit of snark there. It could also be to deflect attention away from the whole African Park scandal, the Barker people who are being tortured, abused, whatever, by the African Park's rangers. Harry hasn't come out and commented at all about the scandal involving a charity that he is very closely associated with. He's actually on the board of directors. He's been called on to step down. He has ignored it. So this is one way of changing the search engines. Of course, also Meghan very recently elbowed that lovely Zimbabwean woman off the stage when she was handing over that award at the Polo, being filmed by Netflix, and that didn't look good. So she might have to kiss and make up with her African relatives. All 43% are Nigerian anyway, and try and improve her reputation there, because it took a bit of a knock. So we're going to ask these questions. These are searching questions, and I think we deserve answers to them. And so we're going to ask right at the end. We'll look at Harry and Meghan individually, what's really making them go, and how they'll be received in Nigeria individually. We want to know also outcome. Will they be at risk while they're there? Because of course there is a travel advisory against quite large areas of Nigeria. It's dangerous, kidnappings, whatever's. And we want to know if that claim of being 43% Nigerian will ever be exposed. I want to know. Because it's a wild claim. And it deserves to be exposed, like some of the other claims that we are all waiting for to be exposed. And let's remind you, it's tarot. It's just for fun and entertainment. So in my opinion, that card needs to get out there. And it's all speculation. And I just read energy here. And there is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below. And I don't mean to offend any Nigerians. at all by the snark in this reading. The snark is aimed entirely at Lolo and not at Nigeria itself or Nigerians. Just want to make that very clear. The snark only aimed at Lolo. And I think we have got the energy now. One more. Sorry, it's a bit slow this. Trying to warm myself up again. And after a day off yesterday, I think we're good to go. Let's see what the cards have to tell us about this unexpected trip to Nigeria. Wondering what she's going to wear, because I don't think those short little shorts will go down very well. Not sure. Be very interesting to see what sort of costume she decides to contrive for this trip. What she feels will represent her 43% Nigerian ancestry. Very interesting. I wonder if Doria will be going, but then who would look after the invisible children? We got the Hanged One as our underlying energy. Ooh. Somebody who is a little bit stuck. And there is a lot of speculation that this silliness with Netflix and American Riviera Orchard is about to come crashing down, and then what is left. There's also a rumour that the Invictus Games gig is about to come crashing down, at least for Harry, and then Lolo. Who will pay for Lolo's clothes and who will film her marching in front of the marching band? The Hanged One. Victims, punishment, suspense, waiting for the axe to fall. Has that energy. It is a real drum roll, kind of sinister energy, which it doesn't usually have. The Hanged One. So we have trouble on our hands. We have people who feel that they are being victimized, feel that they are powerless, feel that as if they are waiting for judgment to fall on them. Interesting energy indeed. So maybe there is some truth to some of these rumors that are swirling. We're going to try and find out in the next reading. But the situation now with this unexpected trip to Nigeria, and we have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, sneaking away. That's the sneak energy in the tarot. It's very often a thief energy as well, and I use that term very broadly, and I'm not, of course, accusing the Parkles or anyone else in this reading of being a thief, but it has that notion of making off under cover of night, skulking kind of energy, something sneaky about it. So for instance, Meghan can't quite manage to go to St. Paul's and attend that 10-year anniversary service, but she can sneak off to Nigeria to claim her ancestry and possibly be filmed by Netflix while she's doing that. It's sneaky. It's not honorable behavior. There's something about this that just seems a little bit fishy, and people are saying this in various platforms. They're saying something smells a bit fishy with this whole thing. What is really going on? And that is why we're doing this reading, because we're entitled to find out. They are public figures. What are they up to? They're going to a country that has a bit of a dodgy reputation. Nigeria has offered to host the Invictus Games. Where they're going to find the money to do that, don't know, and also have only participated once with a very small team. So that is a scratch your head and wonder energy, the Seven of Swords. It doesn't bode well. Doesn't make you think, well, this is all on the up and up and it's all good, and the Invictus Games people must be thrilled, and the CEO must be thinking, well, that's just wonderful, just the kind of publicity that we need. Not at all. So why are they going? Let's look at money first of all. Is this a fundraising trip? Well, dream on if it is, because the Ace of Discs has come out in reverse. So whatever they might be being promised, dangled, there's a bit of a carrot energy there, and the donkeys are trying to bite at that carrot as it's dangled in front of them, but they're not going to get a bite at that carrot because the Ace of Discs is in reverse. They need money, whether they personally need money or the Invictus Games needs money. They're not going to get the kind of money that they thought they were going to get out of this trip. There is a money motivation for this, but it's it's a false hope. That's my opinion with the Ace of Discs in reverse. Big promises, big promises. But when it comes down to it, oh no, sorry, no. We didn't say that at all. So that got that energy. Just got that energy. And of course, because there's the Seven of Swords leading the charge in this particular reading. So what about trying to spin away all the bad press about Africa, the African Park scandal, Meghan elbowing that very beautiful, very lovely, very accomplished woman, and I can't remember, to do with Centibali, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, a doctor, off the stage basically, so Meghan could hog the limelight. All look very bad. Is this to try and redeem herself with Africans? I got the Two of Swords, crossroads. The more being at a certain crisis point in their lives, a turning point. And the turning point that comes and grabs my heart, but in a sense of doom, because I think I'm standing in Meghan's energy as that sense of doom grabs my heart, is that Harry might be turning towards Africa. He might be repositioning himself back in Africa, and this is what's going on. And it makes me want to laugh and laugh. I might have to switch the mic off and go away and have a laugh and come back and finish the reading, because if this is what's really going on, she's in big trouble. She better make sure American Riviera Orchard takes off soon, because it looks as if Harry might be about to take off soon. Very interesting energy in that Two of Swords. It's decision time. It's crossroads. It's where do I want to be? Can't be in the UK because they all hate me, and they took away my house and they made me cry. I was so angry. That's Harry, by the way, not Meghan. She didn't care about the house being taken away. She hated that house. Can't live in America, hate it in America, they mock me, and I have to stand in doorways with my medals pinned on, and they say rude things about me, whereas what is left? Africa. So let's look at the has-been. Why is he off on this jaunt? What's going on? Ooh, the Lovers in reverse, divorce card, choices. Yeah, I'm trying to get the geography right here. Could be any old mountain there. It doesn't have to be Kilimanjaro. But choices, breakup, Splitsville, Lovers in reverse. He's made the wrong choice. He chose the wrong partner. He knows it. I see this endlessly in these readings. He chose the wrong wife. He chose the wrong course in his life. He chose the wrong country to commit to. And now he knows it. And obviously there is big drama going on behind the scenes in the parkour world. How's he going to be received in Nigeria? Are they going to adore him like everyone used to adore him? Is he going to be brilliant? Not really. Six of Discs in reverse is the Charity card. Someone dispensing largesse there, and interestingly, it's a rather dark hand dispensing largesse to rather pale hands. It's a very woke tarot deck, and good for that. I don't begrudge it. It's a way of writing our times that we live in, but it's in reverse. They're looking at this and thinking, nah, you're here to exploit us. You're here to take from us. We don't owe you anything. What have you done for us? It's very much got that idea of, who do you think you are? So they're not going to be fawning over him and crowding the streets and cheering and thinking what an adorable little ginger imp he is, as used to be the case. I think his reputation is somewhat tarnished, and I see them arriving. I see them realizing that he's arriving with his begging bowl out, and they are like, nah, you had your chance, matey, and you blew it. Interesting cards. What about herself? Where's she going? Lolo. Lolo's going because Lolo is having a choice point in her life as well. Two of Discs. She's got to figure out where she belongs, where she needs to be putting her energy. And is it still the Invictus Games and still her marriage? Or is it American Riviera Orchard and the Netflix deal and all her influencer friends, all, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them that showed those moldy lemons and the wilted leaves and the sad jam jar with the peeling labels seems to have run dry, that whole thing. And now all we hear is about people returning the jam and refusing to merch it for her. She's at a point in her life, and with the Two of Pentacles, it's also my merching card. So she's got to take this chance while she can. In normal tarot, for a normal person, I would never say that the Two of Discs is a merching card. Never, never, never. But this is, look, see my wares, and trying to juggle, trying to sell, trying to promote, come and get it kind of a vibe. I'm sure that we will be finding out all the items that Lolo is merching on what Meghan wore and sites like that as the trip, the 4 royal trip goes on. They do like these 4 royal trips. They had one in Düsseldorf. They were flown over by a military jet, and the Germans met them and, you know, rolled out the red carpet. And the same kind of a thing with the Nigerians. She's expecting this to be a kind of an opportunity where she can get to display her wares, such as they are, her rather meager wares, I would say, and earn a bit of cash on the side. That's my opinion. How's she going to be received? The 43% Nigerian, are they going to love her? 5 of Cups in reverse. She might get a brief moment when she it feels better about herself, but the vibe in this 5 of Cups, it's a card of regret and remorse and sorrow, and can't get over all the horrible things that have happened in one's life. It's in reverse, which you could read as well. She'll feel a little bit better about things. Could be equally that it's a terrible disaster and she cries herself to sleep every night because everyone hates her and isn't talking to her. And Chelsea Davy turns up. I'm joking. She's got her own life, lovely husband, lovely child. She doesn't need the has-been. Meghan trying to find equanimity, trying to find balance in her life, but it doesn't look like she's going to with the 5 of Cups in reverse. If she's crying at home right now because the jars of jam have been mocked mercilessly, the royals have sold out of their strawberry conserve, and famous people speculate that the Beckhams have sent the jam back, the Bidens, Kevin Costner, those are speculated, it's not proved. But if the jam is trickling back to Montecito, there's lots of crying, there's lots of 5 of Cups going on. This might just shift her mood momentarily. Perhaps this whole trip has been arranged to take her mind off the terrible disaster, the terrible tragedy that is the rollout of the strawberry jam. I'm going to giggle. Right, so security, because dangerous country, Nigeria. Even more dangerous than South Africa, which is saying quite a lot. How's it going to go? Is Meghan going to be kidnapped and held to ransom? Snark, I wouldn't wish it on her. Never, never, never. What's going to happen? They're going to be safe. We've got the King of Discs in return. The King of Discs is about security and stability. It's Harry, it's the Earth sign prince, Earth sign king in this case. He's not a king and hopefully never will be. I do get the sense that they're not going to feel safe there. They might not be treated with the level of attention and not consideration. It might not look as convincing as they would like it to. I'm sure that there will be vast numbers of private security and Nigerian security and everyone else security guarding them. But I just get the sense that it's going to look a bit shabby. it's going to look a bit fake. It's going to look a bit embarrassing with that king in reverse. It's not going to look royal. I have more of that North Korean vibe that I sometimes get in these readings with the vast limo, the bulletproof limo, and the poor unfortunates having to run next to the car. It's that kind of a vibe. What about the 43%? Is that going to be exposed? Or are they going to embrace the notion and allow her to get away with a lie? What I think is a lie. It looks like they're going to embrace her and claim her as one of them. Very graciously, I would say, with that Two of Cups. It's a very classic Two of Cups for someone who claims to be 43% Nigerian, that kind of blended energy, racial harmony there. So it tells me that the one good thing that's going to come of this for Lolo, as Fluffy comes charging in for the end of this reading, Fluffy has blended energy too in her DNA. The one good thing that might come of this for Lolo is that she is accepted as 43% Nigerian, and if she does have to move to Nigeria with the husband, ultimately she will be welcomed there, and possibly all could be wonderful for her. So I don't see embarrassment, humiliation there. I'm sure on social media, where you and I are prowling around and having a good laugh, we will find all kinds of interesting tales about the 43% Nigerian claim, but not in Nigeria itself. They're going to allow her to get away with it and save face, and they will adore her and welcome her and make her feel right at home. And it's actually a lovely energy, I have to say that. Well done, you Nigerians, for being able to do that. And it's a very hospitable energy, very welcoming and embracing energy. And perhaps poor old Lolo needs some love right now. She needs that Two of Cups, because really I don't think she's getting it anywhere else. That's my opinion. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.